people asking me recently why I started I Am Stronger. And I figured what better way to explain it than through a video. So a lot of people will look at kind of where I am now. You know, CrossFit Games athlete, I own a CrossFit gym, I've started a nonprofit, wow, she's got it all together. It has not always been that way. It's looked that way on the outside, but that's not the reality. So growing up, my parents are still married. I never wanted for anything financially. I was a 4-year letterman in 2 different sports. I got a full ride to a Division 1A school for soccer. While in college, I was president of my sorority. Popular, had friends, all of those things that people look at and say, wow, she's got such a great life. And the reality was that I was really struggling internally. When I ended up deciding to retire from soccer, I transferred colleges, and all of a sudden I found myself a nobody. I had wrapped my identity into Kate the soccer player, and if I wasn't Kate the soccer player, then I was nobody, and at least that's what it felt like. So I ended up turning to controlling my food because I didn't feel like I had a control of really anything. And that led to an eating disorder. And that quickly escalated into, if I can get a little bit thinner, I'll be a little bit more popular. If I can get a little bit more thinner, I'll get a cuter boy. And all of a sudden, you start dating the cute boy, and things are great and wonderful until they're not so great and wonderful. And he starts planting those little seeds, like if you were a little bit thinner, maybe I'd take you out more. If you were a little bit thinner, maybe my friends would like you a little more. And if you start hearing these things enough, you start to believe them. That emotional kind of abuse eventually came to a head where he hit me. And that was where I really broke, and I turned to drugs and alcohol. And you start to think, like, how does this person on the outside that has it all struggle with an eating disorder, put up with an abusive relationship, and turn to drugs and alcohol? And the answer is because I didn't know it was okay to not be okay. I had this pressure of, God, I have it all. I should have it all together. And I was so afraid to talk about not having it all together that it just compounded and ate away at me in a way that I didn't even realize until I found CrossFit. And, you know, was it CrossFit? Was it the working out? Was it the community? It was probably all of it. But I started to really look inward and become really comfortable with myself and who I am and with all my flaws. And I realized, finally, it's okay to not be okay. And I wish I would have had somebody when I was younger to tell me, hey, listen, Kate, it's okay to not be okay. You see that girl over there that looks like a Barbie doll? Yeah, she's afraid that she's fat. And you see that really tall girl over there? She's afraid that people think she's a giraffe. Whatever that is, we all carry these fears on a day-to-day basis, and we think we're the only ones that have any issues. And the reality is, we all have issues. So what if we could start talking about that? What if as women, and in this case young girls, what if we could learn to support each other at a younger age versus being jealous and envious? So for me, I started I Am Stronger because I think it's important people know it's okay to not be okay. And if we can catch these young girls, 7 to 17, in these formative years and turn them into strong, confident women before they hit the world, I really feel like that's just going to make a huge impact on so many girls in this coming generation, right? That's my focus, is this kind of younger generation. Let's give them strong, powerful women. Let's get them into CrossFit so that they can build confidence and they can learn skills and they can get stronger and they can learn that it's okay that body types come in all different shapes and sizes. There's no one way. We teach them every class about gratitude and being thankful. We teach them about teamwork. You're going to do things in partner pairs or teamwork with people that you don't know, from schools you don't know, from backgrounds you don't know. And we're all going to realize at the end of class when we sit down and we talk about what we're grateful for, that we're probably have more in common than different. So a little bit longer than I wanted to go, but important that you guys truly understand what's important to me. And what's important to me is not only being a strong woman, but teaching the next generation how to be strong women. So if you get a chance, go to iamstronger.org. Go ahead and make that donation so that we can get I Am Stronger into more CrossFit gyms, into more schools, into wherever we can think about presenting to young girls and teaching them it's okay to not be okay.